It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Monday. It is October 30th. And it is scary cold outside. Ooh, we are in the mid-20s this morning. I hope you remembered late last night to cover up the sensitive vegetation, unplug the hose, because probably too late in many parts. A hard freeze across the Ozarks this morning. And this is not just the only opportunity for a hard freeze. We're going to be protecting that sensitive vegetation tonight, tomorrow night, and then again as we head into early Wednesday morning. So it's just going to be a cold couple of days here in the Ozarks. But the good news that I have for you today is that we will see the sunshine again. It has been a dreary stretch of weather, hasn't it? We've just had so much cloud cover, so much rain around the Ozarks, and we are finally seeing this storm system move to our southeast. So that's the good news that I have for you. The trade-off, of course, is the frigid temperature. It really is reminding us of what winter can sometimes feel like. A freezing start this morning, of course, freezing in the headlines. We're under that freeze watch until 9 o'clock this morning. Temperatures dipping back down into the mid-20s up in central Missouri this morning. Low 30s down to the south and east, but everybody equal opportunity for a freeze here. It's just been a really cold start. And as I said, we have more opportunities for that freezing weather again tonight and then again Wednesday morning. In fact, I think we could be approaching some record low temperatures by the time we get to Wednesday morning, perhaps with a low temperature, not kidding, in the teens in some places. Just wow. Mid to upper 20s for most of us in the Ozarks this morning. It's a cold start, but as I said, the sunshine returns today, and that will be a nice change of pace. I've got that cold front that brought us all the rain chances over the weekend. Now, well to our southeast. This is the setup for today. We see clouds go with it. So the sunshine comes back out for us in the Ozarks. I wish I could tell you we're going to warm right on up, but I'm still only thinking that we'll be near 40 degrees for the high temperature today, well below average. So make sure you bring the big coat with you today. And I have kind of breezy conditions setting up as we head close to Halloween as well. Halloween, it's important to bundle up. I know many of you with the costume parties and things going on over the weekend, you already had to modify the costumes to include a coat over the top, long sleeves underneath, and we're going to be doing the same thing as early as tomorrow. Here's a look at the trick-or-treat timeline for you. So trick-or-treating beginning around 5 p.m. Temperatures will likely be in the mid to upper 30s at that point, and they have a north wind coming along with it. So even though the sky is clear in my forecast for tomorrow, I think we're going to be really, really cold. The temperature drops significantly too. So if you have little kids, you might want to get out the earlier the better, because numbers, they could be in the 20s as early as 7 o'clock. Tomorrow evening, it's only going to go downhill from there. By 9 p.m., I have temperatures falling back into the mid-20s, possibly. North wind on top of it. It's going to feel even colder than that. Definitely a cold Halloween. The good news in the Halloween forecast is that I also have it dry and sunny for tomorrow. So we don't have to worry about cloud cover and rain, just the really cold, bitter temperatures that are going to be in place. Temps will slowly return to normal as we head closer to the weekend forecast. It's going to take us a couple of days, though, to kind of dig out of this deep freeze that we're seeing. Temperatures this morning, of course, are in the mid-20s, and I have a high temp today of 40 degrees. North wind today, 15 miles an hour. I do have the sunshine in the forecast, but we're still only in the low 40s on Halloween. For Tuesday, 42, the high temp. Coldest morning all week will be Wednesday with a low temperature of 20. I mean, a hard freeze. No choice but to turn the heater on this week for that type of weather, definitely. And then we've got sunshine back in the forecast for Thursday and Friday. And by then, temperatures start to regulate a little bit more. We'll see numbers come back up into the 60s again by the weekend. Around the country, making headlines, of course, the snowfall from the weekend. You probably saw some of that on camera if you were watching the Chiefs game yesterday. They woke up to snow on the field and had to clear it out yesterday. But the first snowfall of the season for many up in the northern plains, we are still talking about temperatures 15 to 35 degrees below what is typical for this time of the year for the plain states. We're getting in on that here in the Ozarks too. Other headlines across the country include that the Santa Ana winds are going to increase this week, and that is really going to increase the risk for wildfires out in California. Fire season, of course, beginning with the abnormally dry conditions. We hope we don't hear about the wildfires, but the risk is up with the Santa Ana winds kicking in full force this week. All right, it is time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question. This is what I left you with late last week. Those of you that took a guess, I'm about to reveal the answer from Friday. When was the last time there was a full moon on Halloween? And the options that I gave you were A, 1992, B, 2001, C, 2020, or D, 2022. And those of you may remember 2020 was a pretty freaky year for most reasons, least of which is that there was a full moon on Halloween itself. That was the last time this occurred. If you are curious about the next time this will happen, we're going to be waiting a little while. The next time is going to be 2039 when the full moon actually falls on Halloween night. All right, here is your Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question that I'll leave you with for Halloween morning. What's another name for a lycanthrope? Lycanthrope. A, a bat. B, a black cat. C, a fungus. Or D, a werewolf. Have you ever heard of that term? I'll have the answer for you early tomorrow morning. And make sure you head to the website, aroundtheozarks.com. Submit your guess there because if you are correct, you will be entered automatically to win a $20 gift card to Scooter's Coffee. That's what we give away every single day here on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. So make sure you head to the website, enter your guess, see if you got it right. I'll reveal the answer for you early tomorrow morning on Halloween. Enjoy your day. Find a way to stay warm today. And I will be back to chat with you first thing early tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening.